The best variety of the Hill Country's greatest hits, The River 106.1. It's Chad, the Breakfast Club on your finally Friday, 8:15, and I hope you are having a terrific day. It is beautiful outside and a whole lot of good day coming up. 74 right now under mostly sunny skies, heading for a high of 94. And then tonight, cooling off again. And why is that important? Well, because in the evenings, it's nice to have things get cool because there is a terrific outdoor theater here in the Hill Country, and it's nice when you're outdoors watching a show after, say, 8:30 in the evening, and a cool breeze comes in off the river, and it's very pleasant. What in the world, Chad, are you talking about? I'm talking about this.
And now Masterpiece Theatre presents Great Moments in Live Entertainment, the Hill Country Edition.
That's right. Going on this weekend, the Hill Country Arts Foundation, the Point Theater in Ingram, the beautiful outdoor Riverside Point Theater, is hosting two shows. One is Charlotte's Web, and that's going on tonight. The show's at 8:30. Tickets available at hcaf.com. And that is a terrific show in its own right. Of course, you know E.B. White and the great story of Charlotte's Web. A lot of people have really enjoyed that show. The other show that's going on, think about it. You grew up reading The Velveteen Rabbit, right? One of your childhood favorite stories, perhaps, for millions and millions of children around the world. And it's going to be live on stage. And what they're doing is they're alternating nights. So last night and Saturday night, they did The Velveteen Rabbit tonight. And Sunday night, it is Charlotte's Web. And here from The Velveteen Rabbit, one of the stars, I want to introduce you to Nicholas Remschel. And can you sit up to the mic, Nicholas, and tell us how old you are? This is not a question I ask to just everybody, but Nicholas is remarkable in this regard. Nicholas, how old are you?
6.
Nicholas is 6 years old. And what role do you play in The Velveteen Rabbit?
Mouse.
What kind of mouse?
Wind-up mouse.
A wind-up mouse. Let's get you even closer to the microphone because this is important. You play a wind-up mouse, a toy that belongs to a little boy. What's the little boy's name?
Alex.
That's right. Alex is the little boy in The Velveteen Rabbit, and if you know the story, you know that the scarlet fever comes to visit Alex, and he does get sick, and his toys rally to save him, and Nicholas is one of those mice, or one of those toys. He's the toy mice, the toy mouse. And a terrific, terrific show. Heartfelt, poignant at times, and very, very funny at times. What is your favorite part about acting on stage, Nicholas?
What do you think? What's your favorite part?
What's your favorite part of acting?
I don't even have a favorite.
Yeah, you
All
just
of it.
you just
Yes.
like all of it.
Yes.
That's terrific. The other voice that you're hearing in the background is not Frasier, Kelsey Grammer. No, it's actually Nicholas's dad. David Remschel is a teacher of theater at Fredericksburg High School, and he is also a part of the cast, as is
The other third of the Remschel trio, the acting trio, are beloved wife and mother, Tasha Remschel.
And Tasha is a teacher at Ingram Elementary School. So if you know Miss Remschel over at Ingram Elementary, you know she is delightful in her own regard. And but David and Nicholas are here with us to talk about The Velveteen Rabbit. David, you've been not only teaching theater, but acting and directing and producing shows on stage for many, many years.
Yes.
What is it that you enjoy about this show?
The obvious answer is I get to be with both Nicholas and my wife Tasha. I've had the good fortune to act with Nicholas last year in Newsies, and he had a grand total of 3 lines in that show, and now he has well over 75 lines.
6 years old.
Yes.
And a huge, huge part that he plays in this terrific story. And of course, David comes in as the doctor who deals with the little boy who's dealing with the scarlet fever. And poignant.
Yes, very.
And people think of the sad parts of the story. It actually, it's not all sad, but when there are moments that are touching, it really is significant. And so tell us about that process.
Well, talking about my character, he could be very one-dimensional as the Doctor. He comes in, and if you know the story, no spoilers, but if you know the story, he does what doctors have to do, and sometimes, he they had to discard toys, and so it was important not to play him as the villain. And to play him as, this was part of his occupation. This was part of what he thought was in the right thing. But,
Right.
It was incredible seeing Nicholas able to grasp the concept of having a two-dimensional character. And in some ways, three-dimensional. He's a very, very presentational actor. But and then Tasha has always just had such a natural talent, such a natural gift at bringing warmth and humor to characters.
And she plays the little boy's grandmother. Is it grandmother?
Yeah.
Nana.
And so, but she just brings such a humanity to
Yes.
this character and improvises the very last line of the play, and I'm not going to give that away, but it'll bring a tear to your eye, an all-knowing character in a way
Yeah.
that she is. And so it's just really, really neat. Tasha and I are the only two adults in the play, and the rest of the cast is young people ranging from high school to, we have one character actor that is 5.
Yeah.
But these people bring such a natural talent and energy to this play. It's something pretty special.
It's very difficult for adults to play children's roles.
Yes.
And it's very easy for a theater to just throw children on stage
Correct.
and hope for the best. And this is not that. This is an opportunity. You'll see real actors really bringing out the life in these characters. And the 5-year-old is terrific in his own regard.
Yes, he is.
Got to see it last night, and yes, there were tears, and yes, there was some significant laughter. But this really is a good story. If you've ever had children, if you've ever loved this story, if you've ever dealt with sickness or loss in your life, you're going to relate very poignantly to the things going on in this show. But you're going to have a lot of fun with Nicholas. And Nicholas, did you have fun playing the mouse?
Yes.
Why?
Definitely.
Yeah. Why?
It's because theater is kind of, I
What is
love
the-
it kind of the best. It is pretty much part of me.
Yes, very much a part of you. So come see the Remschel family together on stage in the Velveteen Rabbit. Tickets are still available at hcaf.com. Now this week, the show was last night, and it will be again Saturday night, 8:30 showing. The outdoor theater is cool and breezy and very pleasant after 8:30. So I think you're going to like this show. David and Nicholas, thank you both so much for coming in today.
Thank you so much. It was a
You're
pleasure.
welcome.
Awesome. And we're going to check in with JR Zowie, grab some